breakfast. So I got these things. Say like $1.70, just 50 cents. Refried pinto beans with chipotle. Instant rice. I may do like, this is kind of like one of my cooked beans right there. Do that with the rice. But for this particular case, this one, it was $1.45, now it's $1.75. I never even heard of charro beans. I don't even know what they are, but they're seasoned with bacon, chorizo, and chicharron. So I'm going to do this. This is a watery bean. So I'm going to do charro bean rice. Mixing these two together. I bring this with a little bit of water up to boil and then add the rice. This isn't on sale. Yeah, the rice isn't on sale and the chicken breast isn't on sale. But some chipotle salsa on sale. 34 cents. And not too big of a savings. 43 cents savings. Still over half off. Chipotle salsa. Chipotle pepper sauce. So it's going to be some chipotle chicken. Save 21 cents. Mexican recipe, stewed tomatoes. Cut up some tomatoes. It's got jalapenos, garlic, and cumin. It's an interesting mix. See how it goes. Some roasted corn. Save 37. Jalapenos. These are the good kind. And escabeche. They're whole. So kind of cutting up the jalapenos, dicing them with scissors, cutting up the tomatoes, dicing it with scissors. So a little bit of processing. And then to top it off, some red enchilada sauce. Save only 74. I figured and I almost forgot. I'm gonna cook it with a candle. This is my current one, lard candle. But not this one. This is my current one. That's a little bean can, about this size. And for this, I think I'm going to upgrade to a full-on coffee can. That's a metal coffee can. Time to give it some fuel. Some of the goodness. Not some, a lot of goodness. This is really solid from the cold weather. It's gonna be a two-handed project to get this out. And the goodness. So I'm gonna fill this with some lard and get it started melting. Cut some baling wire. 6-7 inches, 6.5-7 inches. 5 pieces. So that's actually a lot of lard. Still only gonna fill it up probably about that point right there. Once it's all melted down, I got a little bit of lard left, but not any, no backup, More wicks equals more flame equals more heat. Can bring things up to temp faster, And in cold weather, that's good because you lose a lot of heat on the thing to the ambient air, But bad thing is, that heat is a conversion, using up the lard. So the more wicks, the faster the lard drains. So I'm going with 5. you know. I can always do another one with like 7, you know, or another one with like, yeah, I could probably get away with 3 actually. Maybe do 3 wicks in this one, you know, and do another one. Well, I'm gonna go with 5. Just make it really nice. But you know, I could do different cans with different amounts of wicks to get different temperatures. So it's kind of like if you want to cook it at, you know, medium heat, you go with maybe 5 wicks. And if you want to cook at high heat, do one with like 8 wicks or something. And low heat, go with 3 wicks. I'm thinking that'll be kind of a general conversion, you know, to like a stove top setting, you know. So this would be like a good medium / medium high heat. You know, it shouldn't really burn things too bad, you know, as long as I'm stirring them and stuff. But I'm going to go with 5. And that's kind of why I'm going with 5. Piece of baling wire wound around the pepper shaker. And then kind of bent up. This is some twisties from store-bought bread. I always put the twisties up here. So I got a nice little collection. This is my favorite 1/4-inch Cecil twisted rope. Maybe from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. As long as it's some kind of a natural braid, natural fiber, it works pretty good. And you're not releasing chemicals, breathing chemicals. This is this holds the flame good, takes the flame good, and it's big, so it makes a big flame. You know, doing little ones, it's just kind of pointless. You know, it's good for light, but not for heat. So I'm just gonna wrap them around. Use a little twisty to hold it onto that. It's getting there, almost melted, but. You know, by the time I got this done, that'll be close enough. And I'll pop these in there and kind of drizzle some melted lard on them, you know, so the melted lard wicks up. You know, it's got it going. Wicks were way too long for the little bit of lard that I had. So the wicks have burnt down a little. That's just the metal grate. One of these, spare one of these metal grate that I use outside. The outside cook stove. This is a can of chicharron beans. Looks pretty good. Basically pinto beans with sausage and meats. That's like a little bit of a, looks like a jalapeno. Onion. So these are cold. So I gave it a can of chicharron beans. And then a little bit of water. You know, up to my pinky, you know, about a 1/2 inch of water. And the, oh, charro beans. Can of the charro beans, some water, and I'm going to see how long it takes to get this up to a boil. So this grating is bumpy, so it kind of lets the gases vent out, you know, and the pot is a little bit smaller. And it's been about 20 minutes. I wasn't watching it too closely. I actually got to a really good boil. Maybe like 15 minutes, you know, before it was boiling. This is some rice. Oh, instant rice. You just put it in boiling water. I don't know if it's gonna make it out. There's the 1 cup mark. 1 cup. There's 2 cup mark. So it's just under 2 cup. You know, my thumb is at the 1 cup. a little over 1 7/8. So it's probably about 1.5 cups I put in there. And that looks good. So I'm just going to stir that up, you know, and then let it cool for like 10 minutes. Stir it up. And actually, instead of letting it cool in that for 10 minutes, I'm going to put it in jars. I've been putting things in jars. So I'm going to put this in some jars and let it cool in the jars. Getting some water heated up and that. This was kind of bland. So gave it a bunch of salt and taco seasoning. I'm going to mix that in and put it in the jars. This is my chicken. Did the full can of the chipotle salsa. That's 3 cans of chicken and 1 onion, and then some salt. But it's really just too big to cook in that. So I'm gonna, this water's been heating while I've been doing that. I'm gonna transfer that water into the canner and cook the chicken in here, and probably give it a 4th can of chicken. Since I'll have the room, you know, for 4 in there, you know, and I don't want it too chipotle-y. It's pretty chipotle-y with a full can of that salsa. Steamed up some tortilla. And that turned into a little bit of a grease fire. Got a lot going on in that. So I had that on there. Just pulled it off of the thing. That's probably really hot. The way to put out a grease fire is just to smother it. I'm just going to do some cherries on those wicks. So I want to want to give it a minute so that those cherries go out. That was pretty sweet. That was a big flash. Well, that goes. Canning this out here. I got some of the enchilada sauce, some jalapenos, enchilada, jalapeno, tomato, corn, some little guys there. This has got the good stuff right here. Let off most of the pressure, but you never know. You can get some serious burns on this. I had blisters last time. Oh, the skin just peeled off. So it's kind of like a blister. This is the good stuff. Chipotle chicken. Very fried bean. The rice and bean. The bulk of the burritos going on, and I'll do more rice and bean. You know, different day. You know, this was just with that charo beans. You know, it'll be a spoon of this, spoon of this. So I still need, spoon of this. Still need 2 more things of rice to be equal to the amount of chicken that I got. I got 4 cans of chicken. So that's like a thing of my Tex-Mex beans. I got 6 Tex-Mex beans left. 6 cans of it left. So basically it's next batch will be some Tex-Mex beans and rice, the Chipotle chicken, and then, corn and tomato and various other accoutrements. Yeah. Beautiful. Got some charro beans and rice. Give it a little bit of the refried. Chipotle onion chicken. Looking good. A little bit of the jalapeno for heat. So this is like corn blend. I really don't know what's in it, but it looks like it's got onions. So this is still cold. What do we got? Almost 40. Feels colder. So this is nice and warmed up. Basically, let's see. Using a kind of like a double boiler. So the bad thing about cooking with fire is it leaves soot on stuff. So I consider my pots sooty and my bowl unsooty. So I don't want to get the soot on my bowl. So that's kind of doing a double boiler, kind of slow heat that. I got some tortillas. I'm going to give it some cheese and lettuces and the red sauce. Maybe some tomato. Never know. Burrito filling. I affectionately call it. So I'm going to call that done. Heated up good. Lard gets going nice. Get rid of this thing. It's my single burner. It's my single burner. Cinco de October. Put the top back on it to put it out. Take the bowl off. Build some tacos. So these tacos have beans, corn, and carrots. It's like the staples right here. Oh, and jalapenos. Got some more down there. I'm gonna give these some lettuce, cheese, and red sauce. And have at it.